Yeah, I know. I know what you're thinking. Oh, you haven't been around in a couple weeks. Where you been? You been hiding? You haven't been talking about the Eagles? What the fuck you want from me? Honestly. Why, you want me to get up on camera and make another video about Doug Peterson's Bobo play calling and how he couldn't coach his way out of a wet paper bag? You want me to talk about Howie Roseman and his plethora of wonderful draft picks that have just helped accelerate this team back to their former Super Bowl glory? What do you want me to do? You want me to get on camera again and talk about Carson Wentz and how he's performing oh so great and isn't a mental case at all? I mean, honestly, what the fuck you want from me? And it's not that I don't want to do it, you know? I mean, I want to talk about this team. I want to voice my frustration. I want to speak my mind about this football team that I love so much and that takes up so much of my time and my mental energy and my money and everything. I want to talk about it, but I was sitting in this car, put on this camera, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Just couldn't do it. This team sucked the energy, sucked the soul, sucked the life out of me. You know what I mean? And besides all the regular bullshit that we've been talking about ad nauseum, Doug Peterson and his inability to coach this team, Howie Roseman and his drafting and his decision-making and free agency, Carson, I mean, all of it. Probably the one thing, the most soul-sucking fact about this team was the fact that I didn't have anything to look forward to. You know what I mean by that? I mean, when seasons don't go well, usually there's one thing that you can hang your hat on and say, hey, listen, this season didn't work out. There's always next year, but the future is bright because of... And I couldn't find one fucking thing on this team this year. You know what I mean? Think about it. When the last year of Chip Kelly, when things were going shitty, and that fat fuck got fired with one game left. Hey, the season didn't work out, but at least Chip's not going to be here, and the future is bright. When Doug Peterson came in with Carson and drafted Carson Wentz, hey, the season didn't work out. You know, first year for the quarterback, first year for the coach, didn't go exactly according to plan, but the future was bright because Carson Wentz was this young, budding superstar before he got, I don't know, hit in the head and forgot how to fucking play quarterback. The future was bright. You get what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of one thing on this team that had me looking forward to the future. What? Carson regressing at a NFL historic level? Doug Peterson realizing that he's a Bobo coach and he needs a good supporting cast around him in order for him to elevate this team, which he doesn't have right now? Losing faith in that guy? Realizing your front office is a bunch of dum-dums? Can't pick free agents, giving bad contracts out that now are putting us in a salary cap hell like we have never seen before? What the linebacker? What would you have to look forward to? What was one thing on this team that we had that was positive that we had to look forward to? And then, out of nowhere, this quarterback by the name of... I'm going to get a little emotional. This quarterback by the name of Jalen Hurts. My God, can this kid play? I mean, I gotta tell you, when the Eagles drafted Jalen Hurts in the second round this year, I thought it was the most moronic, idiotic, egregious waste of a second-round pick in this franchise's history. Why would you manufacture voluntarily a quarterback controversy when you spent so much time squashing one? You let Nick Foles walk. You sign Carson Wentz to that big old fat contract. You tuck him in at night and you pat his head and say, don't worry, Carson, you're our guy. Just go out there and play ball. Why then would you voluntarily manufacture your own goddamn quarterback controversy instead of surrounding Carson Wentz with weapons? And then Jalen Hurts took the field. Holy shit. Wow. Okay, so maybe, just maybe, the front office might have, I'm not saying they're good at everything, but maybe they might have been on to something and knew something that perhaps we didn't. Because this kid is calm, cool, collected. I mean, I didn't want to jump the gun after he beat the Saints. By the way, the number one defense in the NFL, the New Orleans Saints. I didn't want to get on camera and start like, getting all excited about it. Because who knows? It might have been just a fluke game. Maybe it was his first start. The Saints weren't prepared. They took it easy on the Eagles. They looked past them because they're such a bad team. Whatever. I can make it up a million excuses as to why that kid looked so good against the New Orleans Saints. And then he comes out and does it again versus the Cardinals. Does it versus the Cardinals. That defense is tough. And he makes a couple rookie mistakes early on in the game. Yeah, the safety, throwing the ball, intentional grounding, that's some rookie shit. But he doesn't let it get him. He doesn't let it get him rattled, like Carson Wentz gets rattled, right? Stays cool, calm, collected, and keeps him in the game the entire 4 quarters. I got to tell you guys, and I'm being honest, I didn't think drafting Jalen Hurts was a smart idea. I didn't think Carson Wentz was going to get benched this year. I said that on camera. You remember that. I am fucking pushing my chips. I am all in. I am all sorts of in on Jalen Hurts. And besides all that, besides what I'm just seeing in Jalen Hurts, doesn't it look like the rest of the team's got a little juice to it? Doesn't all of a sudden the vibe seem like it's changing? And you've heard me talk about the vibe. I don't like the fucking vibe on this team, and I haven't liked it since week 2. Now, all of a sudden, this team is, confident. They're playing well. Alshon Jeffrey's holy ghosting and getting his ass out of the wheelchair and making plays again. Doesn't it seem like this team has a different energy around Jalen Hurts? Now, with all that being said, I'm not going to take this optimism, this hope, this excitement, and make the same mistake that this organization has been making for the last couple years and blind myself to the fact that this organization needs to be blown the fuck up. Blow it up. Blow it up. There's a lot of problems on this team, and it's not just one thing. There's a lot of different layers to this thing. But my hope, my optimism going into the future is in the quarterback position, and it's not named Carson Wentz. It's named Jalen Hurts. And my hope, my optimism in this organization means that this team needs to be rebuilt. This team needs to be blown up, fresh set of eyes, reconstructed, completely redone. But as long as you got a quarterback, you have got a chance. And maybe this rebuild that I'm so certain that this organization needs to go through isn't going to take as long as I initially thought. And that's the benefit of having a quarterback that you believe in and that your team believes in. So what do you do with Carson Wentz? I don't know, man. Reports are already coming out that if he's going to remain the backup, he wants out of Philadelphia. It's not working out for him. That's a shame. It's not really working out for us either. And if you can find a trade partner in the offseason, like maybe an Indianapolis Colts, and get him with his, his strange father, Frank Reich, over there in Indy, or maybe San Francisco, because that seems like an offensive scheme that would fit the skill set of Carson Wentz, trade his ass. And I know, the big argument against that is the money. The money. It's all about the money, right? It's always all about the money. Oh my God, the cap hit! Oh my God, the cap hit! Look at the cap hit! That's such a big cap hit! We gotta take the cap hit! What are we gonna do with that cap hit? We can't take that cap hit! What about the cap hit? Take the fucking cap hit! Just take it! You made your bed? Now lying. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think this team was going to the Super Bowl next year? Well, we need to go in the free agency and splurge on a top-tier free agent to get us over the hump? Did you think we were going to the Super Bowl? No, this team stinks. It needs to be blown up. It needs to be rebuilt. You do that through the draft and through draft assets. And right now you're holding on to Carson Wentz. Take the cap hit. Get what you can get from him. Get some return on investment and start moving forward with Jalen Hurts. Take the fucking cap hit. I've been right on a lot of things and I've been wrong on a lot of things, so you can choose to agree or disagree with me. And that's okay, because that's what makes the Eagles fan base so wonderful. There's a lot of different voices, there's a lot of different opinions, and trust me, they have no problem telling you their opinions when given the opportunity. But that's passion. That's what makes the Eagles fan base so great, that passion. Now, with that being said, one thing that you cannot disagree with me on. It's gotten fun again, hasn't it? It's fun again. Go Birds.